is not them holding you hostage with a gun.
Baby, how you feeling? Head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Shout out to the head talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? And we gon' make it right. Talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling good as hell.
Arr!
All right. Oh.
Clearly having a little bit of technical difficulties.
Oh, wait. I can hear you a little bit, my dog.
There we go. Okay. Hopefully I'm back here. Hopefully. There we go. I do see the green. Take this down. Hi, Bobby. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you joining us as the guest hosting here, All Elite Heat Podcast. I am back in the driver's seat tonight. I'm driving the bus finally. And thank you for being here, man. So how do you feel? What did you think of Double or Nothing real quick? And are you excited to review tonight's Dynamite?
Well, I am starting to watch Double or Nothing right now. I have not seen all the matches yet, but I will catch up with it tomorrow.
Okay, I can't hear Bobby now. This is not good.
All right, how about now?
Okay. So yeah, Double or Nothing was a good show. It was 7 hours long, and in all honesty, man, I thought it was too long. I always think
can you hear me?
These pay-per-views run so long. I'm gonna try and hopefully.
Hey, can you hear me? You're muted. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. My dog, I can't hear. I can't hear.
Having a little bit of technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah,
it is my software. Bobby, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? I'm talking.
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Like I said, we're having a bit of technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, but that's okay. We're just gonna stay with it. Like I said, Double or Nothing was a great show. And yeah. So Bobby, can you hear me now? I just want to make sure you can hear me. Let me try and bring him back on and bring him back on. Hear me now?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? You good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're having some technical difficulties here. We're trying to work out the bugs, the kinks, but we are doing the show tonight. Thank goodness. So, finally, what did you think of Double or Nothing, my friends? Let's start with that.
So I'm in the middle of the tag team title match with Edge and Christian against Adam Copeland and Christian against FTR in the I Quit match street fight. I haven't seen all of the card yet, but I will catch up with all that tomorrow morning. So
that's fine.
I'm in the middle of
I'm sure you know from tonight, MJF won the title again, obviously.
Yeah.
So I think that was I don't want to spoil that for you, but that happened, obviously. Look, I kind of knew it because why would they make MJF shave his head? Now, before we get into it, did you like the Darby run? Because a lot of people online are giving the Darby run a lot of shit, and then other people are saying, no, the Darby one was fantastic and should have held the belt longer. What do you think, my friend?
In my opinion, I think they should have at least let Darby hold it for maybe a couple more weeks, maybe.
Right.
Give or take.
Yeah, it's interesting, man, because I didn't think they were going to put the belt on Darby, and then they did, and then they gave him such a short title run, and everyone's like, he deserves to be world champion because he was fighting champion. He was defending the belt every single week while doing that. So, in all honesty, I really do like Hi Charmy. I see you in the chat there.
Hey, Charmaine.
MJF that does not suck. He's the 3-time champion. Now we'll get into him later, Charmaine. But like I said, though, man, I liked Darby's run, but I wish they didn't end it. I knew they were going to, but I wish it lasted longer. But who else could he face? I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day. He called me up after Double or Nothing on Monday. He said, who else could he face, though? He faced everybody on the roster. So it makes sense for MJF to win. But let's get into tonight's card, man. I like Double or Nothing. I thought it was good. Like I said earlier, I thought it was long. These pay-per-views go long from 0 hour to freaking 12:30 at night, man. It's just I can't do it. That's why I watch WWE.
Yeah.
They're doing
on
Sunday, by the way, but we're not here for that. So anyway, we open up. Just give me a minute. Let me go back to my notes here because I took some notes down before our show. We open up the show, I believe, with the remarkable Renee Paquette. I believe. If you know who she is. That's Jon Moxley's wife. So
I can't do a 3 hour.
Jon Moxley's wife opens the show with Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
And
right.
I don't know. He said that they're following the win on Sunday, and then Kenny Omega is there, and I don't know. It seems like Ospreay and Omega are gonna team up. I don't know. What do you think, man? I don't know about this. I don't trust. I don't. If I'm right now, I don't trust Will Ospreay. That's just me, though. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. You're saying that was the start of Dynamite tonight. Renee Paquette, and I don't know. I'm digging the whole Will Ospreay
okay.
Death Riders angle storyline they got going on. I'm really digging that. It's the only thing that I'm like intrigued so far, and I'm curious to see how they're going to run with this going forward, and especially when we get to All In coming up in a couple of months up in New York.
Right.
Obviously, I'm already picking Will Ospreay to win the Owen Hart tournament. Obviously, it's right. It's laying out right there for him to go on this run here. It's laying right there. I mean, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like Will Ospreay. Talented as hell. One of the most talented guys on the roster. You know what I mean? But if I were him, I would not trust Kenny Omega. And if I were Kenny Omega, I would not trust Will Ospreay. But it is interesting, though, because everybody, I know you read the dirt sheets just as much as I do. You know as well as I know, Death Riders are turning soon. And Will Ospreay is going to be the leader of them soon. I mean, I think it's going to happen maybe at All In when Ospreay beats Moxley for that title again. But I don't know, man. I wish it would have happened already. That's how I feel. It's like I want this to happen so we can move on past this feud because I think Will Ospreay deserves a title shot against MJF. But at the same time, he's really tied up with the Death Riders, and him and Kenny Omega could be a very interesting pairing. I'd rather Jon Moxley than MJF, not my champion, Charmaine. MJF is the greatest AEW champion besides Chris Jericho of all time. Okay. Bobby got that joke. Fantastic. Afterwards, give me a minute. My notepad froze on me. I believe we got Jet Speed coming out to the ring. So here's the situation with this, my friend. I don't get this. So Mike Bailey is a bad guy, but Kevin Knight's a good guy, or Kevin Knight's the bad guy, and Mike Bailey's the good guy. What am I missing here?
I did see the end of the title match for Double or Nothing where Kevin Knight did turn heel and attack Darby Allin when he was laying on the stretcher. I did not see that coming and everything, but tonight on Dynamite, we did see Kevin Knight come out there and he wanted to explain himself what happened.
I mean,
basically he cut a heel promo, and then you had Speedball Mike Bailey come out and saying, but he told him along the lines of you can apologize and make this right, and he did apologize at first, and then
Yeah,
Kevin
right.
Knight turned around and attacked Speedball, and
Yeah, this is the thing, man. Do you like this? I gotta ask. This is what I'm gonna be asking you all night. I'm not. Yeah, we're gonna review the show, but we're gonna review the show my way. This is how me and Vince do it on SmackDown show. Now we go through it and we're like, do you like it? Do you not? Do you care for this? Because I honestly, I don't care for this. I don't know what they're doing with this. Now, look, if you're a fan of it, absolutely, please explain why. Because I don't get the story here. Why they turn these guys against each other.
we'll see. Here's my thing, my dogs.
Mhm.
Now, granted, I was thrown off with Kevin Knight turn heels at Double or Nothing, but
Right?
I'm kind of slightly intrigued by where they're going to go with this Kevin Knight heel turn. So
Right.
they got me on
Yeah.
my edge.
Okay. No, yeah, I understand where it comes from. I do. And thank you for explaining it to me because I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't watch Dynamite as much. I've been watching a lot of the hockey. I don't know if you know that the playoffs have been on. It's been insane overtime games like crazy. So maybe that's why I'm not feeling this. But then, do you know what we got after this? After this segment, you know who we got? No, it's okay. It's okay.
No,
I'll help
no.
you. We got the best guy on AEW, Bobby. You know who that? You know who that is? You know who that is?
Who's
No?
that?
Chris Jericho, the Ocho, the learning tree. How do you know this by now? You know I'm a Jericho guy. Come on, man.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I know you are. I know.
If you're going to be hosting shows with me, my friend, you're definitely going to need to know I am the biggest Jericho fan out there. I am Stan Jericho. Okay, seriously. I have
let me tell you something.
albums of CDs of Fozzy from 2002. Okay. My
Yeah,
mom
I
had
like
to buy them for
Jericho
me,
too.
but
I
yeah.
like Jericho too. Don't get me wrong.
Oh. And anyway, Jericho comes out finally. Well, actually, it was Ricochet first. We'll talk about the segment before. Renee is backstage with the Demand and says that they're gonna get revenge on Jericho and blah 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 blah. Here's what I got for you, Bobby. Ricochet is bald and nobody cares about him. And we saw that in the Stadium Stampede. Now, if you haven't seen the Stadium Stampede match, Bobby, I highly recommend just go watch on YouTube just that match alone. It was, and I'm sorry for cursing, fucking fantastic. They went all over. It was chaos. It was Jericho. It was Ricochet. It was just all hell. Bobby Lashley, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Hurt Business did their thing. It was probably my favorite match of the night. Now look, maybe because that's Jericho's on favoritism, but also it was a really good match. So I highly recommend
I got
you
piggyback.
try and catch that one out of all the matches from Sunday's pay-per-view.
Piggyback. Yeah, let me piggyback off of that. I think tonight it was going to be a one-on-one match, Jericho and Ricochet. Everybody doesn't come out there.
I hate to interrupt you, but it was bald Ricochet. It's bald Ricochet.
Bald Ricochet.
Yep. And gorgeous hair Jericho. We could start calling him. I'm going to start calling him that now, but that's a mouthful. But yeah.
But they wrestled tonight. Was it a pretty decent match?
This match went back and forth, and I have to say, ever since Jericho came back to AEW, Bobby, I really do believe he's kind of found just a new light, like a new hope for himself, like a whole new, not even character, but like a whole new, like a persona. Maybe it's like a new thing. Maybe it's just because he was gone for so long, because he was touring with this band, Buzzy. But I don't know if this is going to work out or not, but I hope it does, because so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. What do you think?
Yeah, Maddog, I got to agree with you. I mean, I've always been a Jericho fan. I'm just glad at the end of the day he's back in a wrestling ring where he belongs. I know he doesn't have much years left wrestling, because he is getting up there in age, but he could still go for his age, and he's still in good shape, I think. I don't know how many more years he's got left, but if he wants to go for another
Rumors
two,
say he's on his last contract, but rumors also say, and this is where you're gonna start laughing because I know you know this. Rumors say they was gonna go to WWE and didn't, so they're completely wrong. You know that, I know that, and I'm so
Yeah.
happy he found his home here in AEW and he stayed with this company. But anyway, just Jericho picks up the win. And then after the match, I don't know why, but it's another bald guy. It's Tommaso Ciampa. Yay! I don't know. I like Ciampa in WWE. It's just I'm not feeling his AEW run. Can you explain why to me? I don't know.
Maddog. I've always liked Ciampa. I still do. I still like Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
I think so far in his run in AEW, he's been decent. It's gonna. I like him as a performer. I will always do. But I'm liking it so
He is
far.
good. I will admit he is good at what he does. I'm not gonna lie, Ciampa is a beast. I will say that in the ring. I personally think WWE dropped the ball on him a little bit, but that's just me,
Yeah.
Anyway, I do want to continue on here. Ciampa comes out and he hits Jericho from behind and then chokes him out with his own shirt, which was kind of weird, but okay. And then we finally, after all that, he does the Jericho. This was cool. You probably knew this. He does the Jericho WCW pose from back in the day. He does this.
Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah,
I do know that. Yep.
Yeah. I thought that was very cool. That they kind of do that. That Ciampa's kind of making fun of him here. Yeah, that was a cool segment. But anyway, in the back we get, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't like these guys. I told Sheriff last week, I don't care for Don Callis' family. Okay, maybe you do, and if you do, that's fine. Absolutely understand. There's
I
like
do.
20 of them.
I kind of like him a little bit, just a little bit.
No, yeah, and here's the thing: we get Andrade El Idolo in the back, and Andrade says his eyes are on the world title, but then he said the stupid bandito got in the way. He said that I'm sorry, stupid Bandito, I believe MJF won the world title, and he wants to know what MJF thinks of Andrade, the real luchador superstar. And then after that, it was just, I don't know. This was weird. This was a weird. I'll be honest with you, Bobby. This was, what are we doing with Andrade? Honestly, I'm gonna ask you, what are we doing with him? Is he gonna go after the title?
My dog, your guess is as good as mine. I do hope someday down the road he does get a title shot. I mean, that's all I have to say.
Maybe. I here's the thing, man. It's just, if he is, it has to be a short thing, because I don't see Andrade and MJF being a long feud. You know what I mean? I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't either, for some odd reason. I can't really get. Yeah.
No, yeah, I agree. I think it'd be a short thing, and yeah. Anyway, moving on from that, we get the Four Corners showcase of, this was fun. If you didn't see this, make sure you go back, watch the highlights. Orange Cassidy versus Brian Cage versus Leo Rush versus Rush. And then I think they had another person in there. I have to say, and I will say this right now, Bobby, I hated Orange Cassidy. I thought he was a bum. I thought he was stupid with the stupid jeans and the stupid glasses and the stupid kicks with the sneakers. But now, I would have to say, I fucking love this guy now. I changed a total not even 360. It was a total whole, 720 of Orange Cassidy. This guy's brilliant.
Yeah, I've been a fan of Orange Cassidy since day one when AEW first started. I've been a big fan of his since day one, and I still am a big fan of his.
Yeah. No. Look, I agree with you, man. I agree with you completely. Orange Cassidy, you know me. You know you've been on the show many times. We've done prediction shows with you. You know that I used to hate this guy, and now I have all the respect in the world for him. I have to say, I think he's great. Anyway, I
Yep.
will say Brian Cage. I don't care for him. I never did. That's just how personally I feel. But this match was a back and forth, and I have to say, Lio Rush and Rush, they were good in this match. But once again, Orange Cassidy stole the show, and then this whole match, the whole thing with the Orange Cassidy, with the kicks and the Brian Cage thing, I thought that was a lot of fun. I really liked it. Well, what did you think?
I thought it was pretty decent. I think, it was what it was. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, no, yes, and I agree with you. And I have to say, it was very weird for Rocky and Lance just to show up mid-match, but you kind of knew that they were going to show up mid-match, right? It's kind of like, Lance Archer and Rocky Romero, they're here, and
Yeah.
I don't know. And then you get the conglomerate. I think that's how you say their names. If I said it wrong, my bad. I'm not good with names. I suck at them. So conglomerate members, they're also there, and everybody starts fighting. So all hell breaks loose, as it always does with AEW, and chaos just goes into the back, and it's just, just awesome. Leon Rush hits the spear. Rush kicks out. And then after that, they frog splash. And then after that, you got he's got the cable cord, which was pretty funny. And then he actually used it to choke Leo out. And then, actually Rush ends up winning the match. It was fine. This whole thing, I enjoyed it for what it was. There was a lot of brawling with everybody's faction. And give me a minute to get the rest of my notes. But like I said, I thought this was fine. What did you think? As I get my notes back together here.
I agree with you, Maddog. I thought it was fine. A pretty decent match from what I have seen as far as the highlights of it. Yeah, it was just back and forth. Good old great match. I thought pretty good match.
Real quick, do you like all these guys fighting? All these guys are fighting. It's always chaotic to look. You want to look your corner one eye, right, and then your other eye wants to look at the other corner for the other guys fighting, right? I mean that's how I feel.
Yeah. So let me answer that question for you. My opinion on that, I don't mind that. I mean, spring. You can. I mean, I don't mind that. If you can have it sporadically, a bit here, but if it's constantly, I don't like that sometimes. But you can sprinkle it in. If you can sprinkle it in a little bit, just a small bit, for one match, and then hold it off until the following week of a brawl going on here and there, that's fine. But constant, we're talking constant.
Yeah.
It does.
Man, I get you. And I think that's what AEW, even, like I said, I'm in the driver's seat tonight, so I get to do kind of hear what I want. But I think that's the thing with AEW is they always want the constant brawl, and they always want the constant, oh, look, somebody's showing. WWE does that, but I feel like WWE does it in a way it's more showmanship. AEW is a bit more nitty gritty about it, where they just come out and everybody starts attacking each other. And honestly, I'm all for it. I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm all for it. Moving on, we get Remarkable Renee again, and I believe she's actually catching up with MJF. Believe it or not, here the world champion. He has the old world title and drops it on the ground. And he says that the Triple B is now on his shoulder. And then after that, Kevin Knight is there. And MJF thanks Knight for what he did to Darby Allin on Sunday. But Knight says that he did it for himself, not for MJF. And then MJF says that he has a bright future and that, and then he walks off. What do you think about this? We talked about Kevin Knight already, but what do you think about MJF winning again? Was it a surprise to you, or were you kind of like me where, we knew he was going to win kind of deal? How do you feel about it?
So I think Darby should have held it for
I
a
don't
couple.
hear you. That's not good, but that's okay. We're going to try. And like I said, guys,
How
we're
about
having
now?
bit technical difficulties, so I'm just going to try pop you back in and out here. Let's see. Can you hear me? Can you hear? Can I hear you now?
Yes.
Are you there? I did hear you for a second. Now I don't.
All right, how about now?
That's okay. I
How
do
about
see your
now?
screen moving, so I don't know why the hell this is happening, ladies and
How about
gentlemen. Like I
now?
said, bit of technical
Maddog,
difficulties
can you
tonight,
hear
so
me?
we're trying to get through this. This is a bit of a new
Maddog.
thing, but give
Maddog,
us a
can you hear me?
second here. We're gonna try and get through
Maddog.
this.
Hello, Maddog, can you hear me?
I do see your screen moving. Hold on, give me a second. Let me see, make sure everything was plugged in on my end.
Can you
Let's
hear
see,
me?
mute the mic. Unmute. Try talking again now, my
Hello?
friend. I'm so
Hello?
sorry this is happening.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, guys,
Hello?
like I said, just bear with us. Bit of technical difficulties, but we are trying to get through this.
Can
I
you hear
do
me
not
now?
know why this is happening.
Can you hear me now?
Hold on here, guys. Like I said, I'm going to talk about the segment real quick. MJF, I thought it was the decent segment. Give me a minute. And yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Like I said,
Maddog. Can you hear
like
me?
I said, I thought it was a decent segment, and I'll move on here. I believe Kevin Knight, I'm sorry, Kyle Fletcher and the Don Callis family were there.
Can you hear me?
So like
My
I said,
dog.
but yes, like I said, I believe it was MJF, and that was Kevin Knight.
My dog.
And then right after that was the Don Callis family, and then Fletcher says that that he has a nice title, and then Kevin Knight says thank you, and the young talent and blah blah blah. They all want to join the family. Mark Briscoe is next up, and then he says that Excalibur informs and the MJF will be his world title celebration later tonight.
Can you hear me, Maddog?
You hear me again? I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
on.
Let me see here. Give me a second here, guys. I will be right back. Give me a second.
Well, wait a minute. Sorry.
Like I said, can you hear me now? I hope I connected my stream. No? Okay. All right, guys.
Nope, can't hear you now. I can't hear you.
Difficulties night trying to do this. You're muted. Okay, can you hear me? You're muted. Now you're unmuted. So, like I said, I'm trying to fix this. No, you can't hear me. You are talking. So just stay talking for a minute. I'm going to try reconnecting again. Back in here again. Like I said, I'm going to continue on with the show here because I can't keep reconnecting throughout
I can't hear.
But like I said,
I can't hear
you. Go back here.
Hello?
Like I said, yes. So after that, we get the Brawling Birds. Where is my cheat sheet here? Oh my goodness. Guys, like I said, having a bit of difficulties, but that's okay. We're gonna work through this. We will work through this. Let me see here. Give me a minute here, and yes, like I said,
All right.
give me a minute. Let me see where we are. I believe we're at the part Brawling Birds. Yeah. Renee catches up with the Brawling Birds. Jamie Hayter, Timu Becky Lynch, and
I
then
can't hear
she
you, my
goes
dog.
off.
Can't
I
hear
believe
you.
Thekla shows up. Bobby, you're just sitting there. I know you can't hear me. I don't know what else to do. But like I said, guys, we're having some bit of difficulties tonight, but that's okay. Just give me a second. Try reconnecting. Hold on, guys. Give me a second here. Reconnecting. Okay. Like I said, moving on, we got the Brawling Birds backstage, and then after that, we have Alex Windsor. She goes out, and then the thing, and then she hasn't walked in the alone, and then that she says Billy is going for the world title.
Hello?
I believe that's
My
Billy
dog, I
Stark.
can't hear you.
So
Can't
yeah,
hear you.
and then after that, we get the
can't hear
MJF is on his throne. So give me a minute here, guys. Like I said, we are having a bit of technical difficulties here, so I am going to try and
I
figure
can't hear
out
you,
what
my dog.
to do.
Cannot hear you. Can't hear
It's funny. I do see your mic moving, but I can't hear you. Like I said, so you know. Like I said, but yes, anyway, moving forwards, going forward here with the show, MJF is on his throne, and honestly, man, this whole thing, it went on for so long, and then Mark Briscoe finally shows up. So Mark Briscoe shows up, and honestly, Mark Briscoe does this whole thing. And Mark Briscoe's having none of it with MJF, and they going through this whole thing. And then Rush makes his way down, and then he gets in MJF's face. MJF says Rush he thinks is funny and cracks a joke. And then after that, all that, he calls, Max calls Rush rude.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
And
Sorry.
this went on for too long. Here's the thing. I didn't care for all this. I think this was all proper circumstances. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yes, like I said, no, yeah. Going forward here.
I can't hear you.
There you go. No, Bobby, I see your mic moving, so I know you're talking. It's just it's on me. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, hold up. Okay. Yeah, I can't hear you. Oh, wait a minute.
Let's see here. I hope this works, honestly, because so far
Nope.
it's not been going my way. Yeah, I thought that. Okay, let's try and just get through the rest of this. Let me see. Let me unplug. Let me see. You hear me now? Hear me now? No? Okay, no. Guys, like I said, tonight, just bear with us, try and figure this out. Like I said, we were able to hear each other earlier, and that was fine. So I don't know what the hell happened. But yeah, like I said,
can't hear you. Yeah.
Up here. Here's the situation right after the whole Maxwell Jacob Friedman thing. I think it was a Jungle Boy Jack Perry was on the bus.
I think it's.
And I think that he was driving the bus with Mark Davis. And he said, okay, so he has a history of Mark Davis, and he'll be winning the Owen Cup tournament, I guess, or whatever it's called. So so that happened. Then we get the tournament, I believe, right after we get the Claudio Castagnoli. I'm just gonna see here. Well, welcome back.
No,
Like
I
said,
can't. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong.
it's funny. I see your mic
It's not
moving,
working.
but it's still not working. Like I said, we're gonna have to work out the kinks for this next time, my friend. But that's okay. I do feel bad that this is happening. On air, I do apologize 100%. But you know what, though? These things do happen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie. It's all, part of the show, right? Speaking of the show, I will continue to review it here real quick till we get Bobby back. Hopefully, we get Bobby back soon. Hopefully, he reconnects and he gets his internet together. Anyway, so the All Heart tournament, I thought this was a good match. Claudio Castagnoli and Brody King, and like I said, it was a decent match, and it was back and forth between both of these guys. And in all honesty, I thought it went a little bit long, but in all honesty, here, let's see if we can get Bobby back in here now. Can you hear me, my friend? Yes.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Once again, I see your mic moving. I do. This is crazy, but I still have no sound. I do not know why.
Hey, my dog, I can hear you fine.
Everything's
can you hear
plugged
me?
in. Yeah, everything's plugged in. So,
can you hear me?
Like
My
I
dog.
said,
I hear you. I hear
I'm
you.
just gonna ask you your thoughts of the match. I don't think that you can hear me, but that's fine.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
On here, like I said, guys, you gotta bear with us tonight. I was able to hear you earlier, so I don't know what the hell was going on there.
I got you. Can you hear me fine? Oh.
I think it's on my. It was working earlier for me. Now it's not. So
my dog.
Yeah,
I hear you.
I hear you. I don't hear you, but I do.
I hear you on my end.
See you. So, okay, great. So you can hear me, but I can't hear you. That is insane. Great. Okay. So we're just gonna roll with this because I still can't hear you, but we're gonna work with this anyway. Talk to me about the match. If so. Let's see here.
No.
Talk to me about the match. Yeah.
Can you hear me? My dog?
Okay. All right. Like I said, the
Can you hear me now?
Anyway, right after I think Brody King wins, right? Brody King won that match. And see you back there. Can I get you're finally, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we are having a bit of problems tonight, but we're working on it. This is new for us. So, it's all all work itself out eventually here, hopefully. Let's see. You there? I got you finally, hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Like I said, this has been crazy. Okay. It's been a crazy night, but I'm just trying to deal with it. All right. Here we go. After that match, we finally get Adam Copeland and Christian Cage.
Yes.
I thought these guys were going to win, and I knew these guys were going to win, and they won. So, yeah, what do you think?
No, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good match, Pretty much. I thought it was a pretty good match at the end of the day.
Right. No, yeah. I like I said, I don't know because I personally still can't hear you. I don't know what the hell's going on with my sound.
I don't mean to take the floor here. You said Inuyasha, and it upset me. But please take the floor when Sabrina Stellar. I'll tell you this right now. Let me ask you this. No, Sabrina. No. Sabrina.
I was going to say something else.
Who wins in a fight? Sailor Moon or Inuyasha?
Sailor Moon can overpower Inuyasha, okay?
Good.
She is literally the reincarnation of the moon goddess.
Me too.
And even though Inuyasha can get his full power eventually, if Sailor Moon can destroy Goku in battle, she can destroy Inuyasha.
Okay. Okay, we got some Sailor Moon.
There are debate videos about that, about people asking who would win the fight, Sailor Moon or Goku.
I've heard Sailor Moon. I've heard Sailor Moon is freaking ridiculous, actually. So yeah,
It literally has the power of the moon. The moon.
That
Yes, they have to emphasize.
Joe Hendry or somebody. Oh, this is so stupid. Dom just watches Finn beat up JD to death. And I know he's supposed to be the chicken shit heel and stuff, but he just literally just watched. There's so many people I'm watching tonight, Z. There's so many people I'm watching tonight, and I'm like, they really called y'all and said, "You still want to keep a job?" And they said, "Yes, sir, boss." Just go ahead. They don't treat JD McDonough with respect. They treated him with, "Oh, I respect the fact he almost split his head open on live TV," but they don't really treat this guy. They just came out and just tossed this man like who's Mustafa Ali. Like, come on, bro.
That motherfucker was
Mustafa Ali. With Bobby Lashley Smith.
when Mustafa was fighting Amos.
No, it was Bobby Lashley. It was Bobby Lashley. It was another time when I was like, "Oh, this guy's cooked, right?" Because Bobby Lashley was out there for interview. Mustafa Ali just started attacking him. And Bobby just, I'm thinking he's going to get the upper hand because it was one of those backstage things. And Bobby just grabs him and tosses him.
And Seth Rollins was looking like, "Oh shit!"
They disrespected this man so much on TV. He was in the spot when he was in the middle of an interview and Brock just walks by him, walks out, walks back, and says, "Get a life."
All right, we're back.
Right.
I hope that worked. I don't know.
Yep.
Can you hear me? Yeah. You're still moving. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Let me see here. It's got to be my mic.
Well, there you go. I can't hear you now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No? Can't hear me? Okay, all right. Like I said, we're gonna continue on with the show here. Give me a minute here, like I said. Can you hear me? Let's see.
Yes.
Hear me? All right. Yeah, it's gotta be my
dang.
Yeah, it's gotta be my headset here or my mic or something. I don't know. There's probably this piece. I wonder if I unplug this piece. Hold on, let me try and unplug this piece and try and plug the mic in. Hold on, let me see if I can just plug this in. Does this fit? Let's see. Let's see if that works. Hear me okay now? No? Okay, yeah, like I said, it's got to be my, oh shit, it's got to be my sound system here. Sorry about that. I'll definitely try and work the bugs out on this. Give me a minute. Let me put you back on speaker. The problem is, though, with this, you're going to hear me through the computer and you're going to hear yourself through the computer, but I believe I can hear it again. So I think this finally worked. Give me a minute. Let me get you back up here. Like I said, I gotta get this straight.
Oh,
so you still there? Still there? Gotcha. You hear me? Okay. So I test it here. I can hear you finally. So I just want to make sure you can hear me on the other side. So, yeah. No, okay. Yeah. Okay. Trying to do the best we can, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a minute here. We're gonna try and finish up this. I do hear you, so that works. I don't know why you can't hear me. Let me see what's going on here with the sound. Default mic settings. Let's try this. Can you hear me now?
yeah,
No?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all.
Yeah, I figured that. Okay, give me a second here. Let me try that. You hear me now? No? Okay, let's try. Where's my... Hold on here. Give me a second here, guys. Like I said, we're gonna finish up this review. But give me a minute here. I'm gonna try and plug my equipment back in. It's definitely a me thing. I don't know why my equipment has been messing up tonight, but it has been all night. Like I said, just give me a minute here, and I'm gonna try and figure it out. Let me see here. You're back there. Let me get you back. Give me a second here. Give me a second. I will be right back. I'm gonna reload the stream again. Like I said,
I hear you. I hear
that
you.
one.
My
Yeah,
dog.
it's kind of crazy. That this keeps happening. It's totally my fault. I'm not gonna lie. It's my sound equipment. I definitely gotta get this straightened out before freaking
I
Saturday
finally hear
for
you.
sure.
I hear you.
So give me a second here.
My
I'm gonna
dog.
try and trying to plug this.
I want to
dog.
shout out a few things because I've seen this happen a couple times. The most memorable ones, in my opinion, was one, Bianca Belair getting her ass whooped in the middle of the ring in a figure 8 leg lock, and Rhea Ripley comes out and still had to do her whole entrance with a leg thing. Number two, Matt Hardy getting his ass whooped in AEW, and Jeff Hardy still had to come out and get his dancing going on. And this one, John Cena getting beat up in the middle of the ring, and Vince still got I'm a big Pizza fan. I'm a huge Pizza fan. See how I look at bro. What the fuck are you doing? Even Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, BBBR, were in the ring. They stopped to give him some respect. And then why is he doing this? Fuck it. I'm just going to run. Braun just said, fuck it. I'm going to go beat his ass. And Braun Breaker said, I'm going to go outside. It made no sense. They still got his ass whooped. Sammy had to come save him. I haven't seen Pizza do something so stupid since he got eliminated for the Royal Rumble. They try to play it off. Bottom line is, I was so disappointed. That will forever go down in history to me. My man literally came out. You might as well have your pyro, bro. You might as well do this.
Yeah. I mean, it was no ref in the ring, so I get it.
So the ref would have woke up.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, my mic was muted. Like I said, we're back here again.
Hey, my dog.
Like I said, we're just gonna try and get through the rest of this.
My
I
dog.
do apologize. I
My
don't know
dog.
why my stuff is messing up on me.
My
It so
dog.
is.
My dog. Can you hear me?
Got cursed by Danhausen, my friend,
dog.
and that is the problem. And I should believe in the curse more, honestly. But I'm gonna try and get through this. I hope somebody can hear me out there. I don't know. Hopefully you can.
My
I know you said you
dog.
couldn't.
Listen,
So
my
we're just
dog, I
gonna
hear
try
you.
and get through this. I don't know why. I have completely no sound at all. I do not know why. It's
you.
bugging the hell out of me, and I do it to sort this. Like I said, we get the main event, which is the main event, which is Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and I believe it was Mark Davis, versus the national championship, Mark Davis, the Owen Hart men's tournament. I thought the match was good. I thought it was okay, and yeah, that's pretty much that. What did you think of the final match of the night?
I thought it was pretty good.
All right. Gentlemen, I don't even know if I'm even talking right now. I don't even.
Yo, my dog. Check one. Check 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
There we
1, 2,
go.
3,
Okay,
4.
so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get up on out of here. Bobby, thank you for joining me.
No.
It's been a mess of a show, but we will fix
My
this.
dog.
I promise. I will get you on here. I do owe you a review, so you're gonna have to jump on the SmackDown Showdown with me and Vince one of these times. I do owe you for that. I will talk to Vinny about that. He'll probably kill me, but you know what? I don't care because I do owe you for that. I do see my mic moving somewhere, even though my mic is supposed to be muted. But yeah, like I said, I believe Jack Perry, who won the match, real quick. If I'm not mistaken, I think who won the match? I think it was Mark Davis. Mark Davis won the match, and that was that. Guys, like I said, tonight was a bit of a mess. So, we will try and figure it out. I promise you, we will get this back and running. I did try my best with all the things I had. And yeah, we have a bunch of shows on UPR. I do see my mic moving, so I'm just going to talk about all the different shows we have. We have a bunch of shows on
I can hear
UPR.
you
Please
fine.
check them out. On Monday, Raw Review. Tuesday, NXT Duo. This is the
I
All
was
podcast,
hearing him
which I
pretty
wish
good
went a little bit better
for a
tonight,
little
but
bit.
we will get it worked out. I believe Cactus and Sharp will be there back next week. And, so they'll be hosting that. And then on Thursdays, I think they might do a prediction show tomorrow night. I'm not sure. We're going to be doing a show tomorrow night. Hopefully, if my internet actually doesn't cut out tomorrow night, we're going to record a bit of a show on our Double or Nothing thoughts. So stay tuned for that. And then Saturdays, you got me and Vinny. So, but yes, so that's all we got there. We got a bunch of stuff in the entertainment side I want you guys to check out. That's Bobby over there. Thank you for joining me, my friend. I'm sorry this did not turn out the way I wanted it to, but that is that. We're gonna get off the air, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight for all the heat, and that is it. Okay, guys, we're out. Bye.